number 5 on the layout. Modeling the CSX S&NA North Division in HO scale. Been about 4 months since the last update. Sorry, between school and work, haven't really had a chance to make a video, but I have had a chance to do a lot of progress. And pretty excited to show you, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? The biggest change and the most exciting change for this month is I have carpet now. The building is completely done with carpet. Building's fully insulated now, and there's actually even bigger surprise we'll get to shortly. Anyway, this is just a thin commercial type carpet, usually used in office buildings. Kind of a charcoal gray color. I wanted something that was kind of darker and wouldn't reflect much light, because I want everybody's eyes to be drawn to the layout more than the floor or the ceiling or whatever. So that's why the cloth that's going to be going around my layout, the bottom level, is going to be black, and all the fascia is going to be like a grayish black color as well. So anyway, we'll move on to the next thing, which is the ceiling. Anyways, as you can see, the ceiling is completely done. All taped off, all sealed off. There's strips of insulation down the center as promised in the last update. So now the building is pretty much fully insulated, and it stays about the same temperature as long as I come out here every day based on outside temperature and adjust the AC unit accordingly. So anyway, we'll go ahead and move on to the biggest thing. The biggest thing, which I just started recently, within the last 3 weeks, was bench work. Finally. 2 years to the month. Finally got started. This is the back wall of my staging bench work. It's 32 feet long. This is the only level that's going to have solid plywood on it. But anyway, it goes all the way around the room. It's going to be another 45-degree piece in the corner there. And right now it stops right here, which is about 2 feet from the door, just so there's room for the door open and people to get in without being squeezed. All the bench work's built out of 1x4s. I'm not sure the dimensions of the legs. They're just kind of pickets that you use for signs or whatever. They do their job. But anyway, the bench work is 2 feet out from the wall, so 24 inches. All the staging's going to be 10 tracks across. There'll be 2 main lines, 8 staging tracks. I just have cork laid out here just to kind of see what the track's going to look like. I'm going to be using cork sheet for the entire staging yard, not the cork strips, because that'll be ridiculously expensive and a waste of my time. But anyway, as you can see, that's about what it's going to look like. There may be some changes, I'm not sure. But you may be wondering what the green stuff is over there, and I'll go ahead and show you that right now. What you see here is a big pile of Christmas lights. A friend of mine who's helping me build the layout, his fiance lives in an apartment complex, and somebody was throwing out a pre-lit Christmas tree. And one man's junk's another man's treasure. So what he did for me was he got the tree, and he spent about 6 hours just for me pulling the lights off the tree, just so I'd have a way to light up my staging yard once the other levels are on top of it. Now, as you can see, they do work. There are a few bulbs that are blown. I'll get those fixed. The plan is to light the entire staging yard using a string of these along the back wall, or the front of the under the fascia. I haven't decided yet. We'll get to that when it gets closer time for the layout to be up and running, which will be, I don't know, maybe 8 months or so, I'll just say. But anyway, that's what these are. Just ignore the turnouts for now. We're not that close to being done yet. But anyway, that's the main things that are done. So now I'll just go ahead and show you some of the more decorative stuff that's been done. I'll start with the simplest of them all. This is the front door. We finally got trim around the door, and the start of the trim on the ceiling I don't know if you noticed earlier in earlier shots, but the baseboard is not done yet. That is not even started. Kind of went out of order, but I can still access the baseboards where they need to go easily, so I'll put those on later on as the project goes along. As you can see, I have a picture to the left of the door, and the reason it's mounted so high is because there's going to be a helix right underneath it. And on the other side, it's more decorative than anything, but as a joke I just put it there because I tend to cut myself in some way while I'm working in here. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. That is an original late 1980s, early 1990s, not sure what year. It's a original first aid kit out of a locomotive. And it actually has, I can open it here. It actually has almost everything in it that's original. In fact, pretty much everything in here that is in here is still sealed in plastic, which I thought was pretty cool. Once again, it's more decorative than anything, but it was kind of cool to get this. Anyway, I'll just shut this and we'll go ahead and move on to the rest of the decorational items. Starting on the right end of the building, I have one of two canvas prints that my mom got me for Christmas last year. They're just canvas prints of Lionel magazine covers that Lionel put out. It's kind of a commemorative thing. And I also have my collection of hard hats. From left to right is two S&NA hard hats. And on the right side, the orange one is a CSX hard hat. And the far right is a Norfolk Southern Maintenance Away hard hat. But anyway, this is the right end of the building, and I'll go ahead and show you the last bit of decorations for now, which is the left end of the building. On the left end of the building, I have the larger of the two canvas prints, which is another magazine cover. I think that one is 1936, but I'm not for sure. And I also have 4 porcelain signs that I picked up at a train show in Manchester, Georgia last October. So I'll go ahead and just try to zoom in here and show them to you. It's got a Wabash, that's my favorite fallen flag. L&N. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but these are authentic porcelain signs. CSX, and then just a random to the train sign. I thought it was kind of neat. Anyway guys, that's about all I have for this month, layout update wise. As I did say, it's a lot of changes. Hopefully I'll have the next update out a little sooner this time. This coming weekend I'm going to be building the rest of the staging bench work and starting on the second level, and as soon as I get that done I'll probably have another update out, so around 2 weeks we'll say. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name's John, we'll see you all next time.